guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be sharing my product fails with all of you. Now I did tell you guys that I did a major cleaning spree with all of my beauty products. I did go through my entire bathroom as well as my linen closet, and I was reorganizing and getting rid of old beauty products. Now during that cleanup I did accumulate some products that were fails, and I never thought to share these fails with you. So that is what I'm going to be doing in today's video. But before we get right into it, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell, by doing so, you will always be notified whenever I upload a new video, and I do upload videos every single week. Alright, so let's get right into it. Now, normally whenever I have an experience with a product that is a fail, I don't like it, or maybe it was causing me to have breakouts, or whatever the case may be, normally I just go and return that product. But I think from this day forward, I'm going to share every single fail that I have, and then if I need to return it, then I will, of course. But the products that I'm going to be sharing in this video I've had for a while, and like I said, I forgot all about them because I didn't like them, and they just got pushed back in the cupboard, taking up space, and now is the time to get rid of them, but to also share my fails with you. So that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So the first fail that I have, and this is a major fail, okay? This is hands down the worst product I think I've ever used when it comes to the underarms. Now normally you usually know within 1 or 2 uses if you're going to like it and if it's going to work for you. So this is the Biosauce Squalene Bamboo Deodorant. So this is aluminum free. This is also baking soda free and paraben free. Now I'm all for natural deodorants. I don't like to use antiperspirant products or deodorants that have chemicals in them because products like this are a lot safer to use. Now if you're coming from an antiperspirant product and you want to start using something that is natural, sometimes it takes a while for your body to get used to that natural deodorant because you have all these chemicals that are just clogging your pores underneath your arms. So eventually when your body gets rid of that, then your body will become accustomed to a product like this. Now I've been using natural deodorants for over 2 years, and I usually do have a hard time finding a deodorant that actually works to keep me fresh all day long. I've used multiple different types of natural deodorants. I've used men's deodorant. They never worked for me whatsoever. And I did find a deodorant that I really do love, and I get it at the drugstore. And it's the Schmidt's, I think I'm saying that right, charcoal plus magnesium deodorant. And this is a mineral enriched natural deodorant, and this works amazing. This never gives me BO. I stay fresh all day long, and this is phenomenal. So I am all for this deodorant. This is actually the first deodorant that actually works for me, and I love it. But this Biosauce one was a complete fail. This didn't work from day one, and I really should have returned this because I believe this was around $19, and that's pretty expensive. This one here was maybe $9.99 or maybe $10.99. I can't remember offhand, but I don't mind spending that if I'm gonna have a product that actually works. This one, no. The next fail that I have here is the Ren Evercalm Global Protection Day Cream, and this is for sensitive skin. Now I don't necessarily have sensitive skin, but depending on what I'm using on my face, like a tretinoin or something like that, my skin can become sensitive to these types of products. Now I couldn't tell you when I bought this. I know I bought this several months ago, and then of course this got pushed back in the cupboard, so I couldn't tell you, but I know that I did not like this, and I still have quite a bit left, probably half left or more. And I remember using this and just not liking the way my skin felt with this on. And I remember this not really pairing well with a lot of my serums also. I experienced a lot of pilling, and if you've had that happen before, it's really annoying. You have to wash your face and start all over, and I am not for that. So if there's a product that is constantly causing my skincare products to pill, I am not going to be using that product. It's not worth it, and it's not worth my time and effort either. So I remember this doing that to my skin, and I really didn't like it. There was nothing special about this day cream either. I didn't think that it was really worth the money. I think that the CeraVe is a lot better than this one in my opinion. So this was just a fail for me. The next fail that I have is the Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser. Now this is a sample size and I did receive this back in February of this year, as this was a part of the birthday gifts that Sephora was handing out at the time. And I had never used this before, so that's why I chose this. Now immediately after I used this on my skin, my face felt very tight, very dry, and it just felt stripped. I didn't like the feeling of my skin at all. I did use it a few days later, and again, my face felt very dry and tight, and that's not for me. I don't like when my face feels that way. So if you are somebody that has dry skin, I really wouldn't recommend this. I do have normal to combination skin, and I still found this to be pretty stripping on the skin. But if you have oily skin, this may be really good for you. But for me personally, I didn't think that there was anything special with this cleanser, and this is pretty expensive for the full size. I believe this retails at $42 Canadian, and that is pretty expensive for a cleanser that really doesn't perform the best in my opinion. You can find a lot of other affordable cleansers from the drugstore like CeraVe and other brands that perform a lot better at a better price. So for me personally, this was a complete fail. I do have another little sample here from Drunk Elephant, and this is the Erase Milky Micellar Water. So I did receive this from Sephora, and I did redeem some points for it at that time when it launched, as I was really curious about this. Now, I have to be honest with you, I was a little confused at first how this product worked, because you can use this as a makeup remover, or you can use this after you've cleansed your skin for some hydration, and then go in with your other skincare products afterwards. So I didn't know exactly what I wanted to use this product for, so I decided to use this to remove my makeup. And I have to be honest with you, I don't think this removed my makeup very well at all. I still had a lot of mascara left on my lashes. I had raccoon eyes like you would not believe. I do prefer to use my Tatcha Camellia Cleansing Oil to remove all of my makeup, and then of course go in with a double cleanse with a cleanser. I just didn't like this to remove my makeup. And of course, I did try to use this after I've cleansed my skin and before my other skincare products, and I really didn't like that either. I don't use a toner. I don't use an essence anymore. These are not necessary to have in a skincare routine. They're nice to use, but they're not necessary. So I really don't see a point of this product at all in my opinion. So for me, this was a fail. So the next fail that I have is by a brand called Kalaya Naturals. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that correctly. And this is their natural oil blend of emu oil. So I will show you up close what the packaging looks like in case you haven't seen this before. And I read a lot of reviews on this product, and of course I wanted to try it out for myself. So this emu oil has omega-3, 6, and 9. It's very hydrating and nourishing to the skin. So the reason why I picked this up was because I'm upping my usage with tretinoin, and I'm experiencing a lot of dryness around my mouth area, and my skin is feeling pretty tight. So I read a lot of reviews on this product in particular on how people said this healed their dry skin and their skin never felt better or looked better. So I bought this. Now, I used this for the first time not too long ago, and I loved the way that my skin looked. I loved the way that my skin felt. But the next morning when I woke up, I had all these little whiteheads all over my face. I had it on my forehead, my cheeks, my chin, and it was going down my neck as well, and it was a complete disaster. So I wanted to give the oil the benefit of the doubt. I waited until my face cleared up because I thought, well, maybe it was something else I was using. So once my face cleared up, I used the oil again. Same thing. The next morning I woke up, I had a cystic acne on my chin, and I did have some whiteheads again all over my face. So this was a complete fail for the face, and this is why I bought the product. But this can be used on the body as well. This can be used on your hands, your feet. If you had a burn, this is supposed to help heal a burn a lot quicker as well. So I may use this on parts of my body, especially if they become drier now that the winter months are coming. But for the face, this was a fail. So I do have an ordinary product here, and this is the High Adherence Clearance Silicone Primer. So of course, this is a makeup primer that you would apply on top of your moisturizer and your SPF, but before your makeup. Now, this product is a complete fail because this makes every single skincare product, every single moisturizer, as well as sunscreen, peel and ball off my skin. It doesn't matter what type of product I am using. I have tried different types of routines. I've tried switching out moisturizers and SPFs, and this keeps pilling and balling off my skin. So I couldn't even tell you how this works underneath makeup because I was never able to get my makeup on top of this because this just made all of my skincare products pill and ball off my skin. So this was a complete fail, but I know that there are a lot of people that really do like this. And if this works for you, great. But for me, I couldn't make it work. I do have another makeup primer here, and this is by Bobbi Brown, and this is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Now this is the mini size that I purchased, but they do have a larger size that comes in a glass jar. Now this is highly raved about, this has a lot of great reviews, and this is also used by many celebrities as well, and I wanted to like this, but for some reason this one doesn't work for me either, and this makes my skincare products pill and ball off my skin. Now there were a few times where I was able to get my makeup on top of this, and my makeup looked good. It lasted a fairly long time throughout the day as well, but majority of the time this always pilled and balled off my skin. So for me, this was a fail. I also have the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. Now when this first launched, I was really intrigued by this product because this is going to replace your foundation, but it's an oil, so it's going to be hydrating, nourishing, and your skin's gonna look really dewy, and I was for that at the time. So when I purchased the product and I tried it out on myself, this really was a product that did not look good on my skin. Now, if you have any type of dryness on your skin whatsoever, this will accentuate those dry patches. And I also found that this did not absorb into your skin either. This just sits on top of your skin. You look very greasy. The color match was not the best either, and I did not look natural at all. And this transferred onto my clothing, it transferred onto my turtleneck, my hoodies. It was just a nightmare. So I did not like this one bit. I really don't know why I picked this up now that I think about it, but of course I do like to try things out from time to time. I much rather use a tinted SPF or my IT Cosmetics CC cream. This to me was a complete fail, and I just wouldn't recommend it in my opinion. So I do have one more fail, and this is also from The Ordinary, and it's their coverage foundations. So I've had a lot of you ask me if I've ever used The Ordinary foundations before, and I have responded back to you guys and said that I have, but I don't like them on my skin. Now these are the originals when they first launched. I don't know why I still have these because these are definitely expired, and I believe The Ordinary launched their foundations about 4 or maybe 5 years ago. I could be wrong on the time frame, but I think it was around that time. And I remember when these first launched, everybody was purchasing these, and you couldn't find your shade anywhere. They were always sold out, and then when they became available, they would sell out again. So I really didn't know what my shade was back then because they had so many shades to pick from. So this is another reason why it's a fail. I couldn't find the shade for my skin, and number two, I didn't like the way that my skin looked with this on. Now The Ordinary does say that this is a high coverage foundation. For me personally, I think this is more of a light to medium coverage. It's definitely buildable, but the more you apply on the skin, the worse it looks in my opinion. And I just don't think it looks natural. It doesn't look dewy and skin-like. I just didn't like how cakey my skin looked with this on my skin. I also found that these didn't last on my face either throughout the day. Now, I really wasn't wearing a makeup primer at that time when using this, so maybe if I did, these would have lasted longer, but they didn't last on my skin, and I just didn't think that they looked good, and I found it to be a little bit drying for my liking. So I do have the 1.1 neutral. I also have the 1.2 neutral, as well as the 2.0 neutral. And I didn't find that any of these looked good on my skin. I have tried to mix some of these together to create a custom shade, and again, it just didn't look natural and it didn't match with my neck. So this may be something for you if you have really oily skin or you just want a light to medium coverage, but for me personally, I just did not like these. So these are definitely going to be going in the garbage, and of course I will not be repurchasing these in the future unless they come out with a different foundation line or they change their formula in some sort of a way, but this formula I did not like. Well, that is everything in today's video, and I really hope that you enjoyed my product fails. I will have more videos like this in the future whenever I come across products that I don't like. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in my next video. So take care, and I will see you guys then. Bye, guys.